And green flag is in the air. We're racing at Talladega.
What a huge jump by Jesse Love.
He's clear by like 7 or 8 car lengths already.
Maybe too far out there by the time the field catches up to him if they can get organized.
Certainly didn't seem very organized on this start. Jesse Love just took control of it.
It's probably going to take him a lap and a half to get organized. And I think what this is going to do for a little while is going to string out cars on the bottom.
You see him right side of your screen. Bit of a jumble right there.
Good save by 25.
Yeah. Gustine in the 25, Scott Melton the 69. But watch Greg Van Alst come through here. He had such a head of steam. Those cars were off the throttle. Looks like I don't know if he faded up a little bit and made contact with his 69, or if Scott Melton came down a little bit, but there was contact between the 69 of Scott Melton and the 35 of Greg Van Alst.
Yeah, I think what started all this, it looks like the 15 had some sort of issue. She decides to dive to the bottom. That's why everybody gets all stacked up. And yeah, it looks like the 69 faded low. The car in front of him was kind of fading down. He was probably just
trying to follow that car underneath him, and unfortunately Greg Van Alst was there.
That's a tough break, man.
And remember, we talk about spotters. That's a long way over there to the backstretch for those spotters to see which lane they are. You know, they can see front and back, but it's hard to see which lane people are in.
Especially when you have such quick movement through the field. You know, such a speed differential. Like you mentioned, it looked like the 35 car was shot out of a cannon. And he probably wasn't just quick enough to react that 35 was there. But, yeah,
I think Scott was going to try to pull down and follow the 25 of Gus Dean and made contact.
I think we got an in-car here with Greg Van Alst. Yeah, nothing he could do there.
Just along for the ride at this point. Really fortunate that there was only a single car incident. Obviously there was contact that precipitated this, but nobody came along and ran into him. Tough break for Greg Van Alst. And I know how much he wanted to back up that win from Daytona.
Highs and lows of speedway racing for sure.
Jesse Love has led every lap so far, all 22. Andres Perez outside front row.
A lot better start that time for Andres.
Gustine on the inside. Andy J. And they're wrecking behind him.
Kitzmiller is one of those cars.
Oh, wow.
Brian Doza, the 57, slams into the side of Kitzmiller.
About 5, 6, 7 cars involved there on that restart, just beyond the start-finish line.
Brad Smith, the 48, that red car, right on top of the double yellow line.
Looks like Kevin Hinkle in the 0 involved as well.
That was wild.
Tim Richmond, unfortunately. Tim had a huge crash at Daytona. Brought a different car here, put this car together. Thought it was great yesterday. You see a lot of damage to his car also.
We'll have to see exactly what happened. This was pretty far back in the pack.
Something happened to Kitzmiller, it looks like. I don't know if it just was a matter of spinning the tires or something, Austin. I'm not sure.
To me, that has every making of a missed shift.
Yeah.
Because it's like, obviously, you'd be going from second to third. So that looks like a second to first moment, which slows down the transmission and obviously a lot of wheel speed.
Mandy Chick in the 74. You can ride on board and see what she saw from her perspective here.
He's on the inside.
Yeah, I mean, that was right at that time where that shift was. So that's, I mean, I hate to blame him for missing a shift, and it wasn't, but it's kind of what it looked like, and obviously stacked everybody up, and I don't think anyone, especially that far back in the field, was really expecting it.
There was Tim Richmond up against the outside wall, and he spins down off the outside wall.
Cranked the wheel right to miss it, and obviously got the car bent out of shape out of the track.
Mandy had a real good shot in the side from the 66 of Garrett.
This is a pretty big smack here once the 97 car slows down.
That's Garrett in the 66, Tim Richmond in the 27.
Saw the AMR safety team on the scene quickly. A lot of drivers to tend to after that one.
Able to pull him back. This is the best outside lane's been able to do, but it looks like they're going 3 wide now.
Taylor Granger going to jump to the outside, going to move around. Jason White has
And
a little bit of help
he
as
comes.
well.
Oh! Yeah.
A near miss there as Taylor Gray from the back now to the front in front of Jesse Love, new leader. Let's take a look exactly what brought out this caution with
Oh, wow.
Caleb
that was a
Costner.
really bad angle. You saw he was a little bit ginger trying to get out of the car, but that was, I mean, he went straight from the bottom all the way to the top. You see the tire marks that are left on the racetrack from that one. So
Big hit for Caleb. He's another one of those, such a neat story. Yeah. AMR safety crew gets to him quickly.
Yeah, I don't think I ever blew a right front tire that I didn't feel it.
right block.
Here comes Brett Holmes. He does have a little bit of momentum. He does pull out. Oh, Perez looked like he faded to the outside as well. Gus Dean's going to jump out of line for a moment. Now pulls back in line. Here comes Brett Holmes. He's got Jack Wood with him on the outside.
Jack Wood thinks more of it. He goes back in line.
It's just going to be blocks all the way to the start-finish line. Jesse's looking good here.
Jesse Love in the 20. The 18-year-old from Redwood City, California, comes across the line and he wins at Talladega. One happy crew chief and Shannon Rush right there.
Yeah, just really well-executed race, well-executed restarts. And obviously the pack was too small there for the end for those other guys to generate a run. But you know, congrats to Jesse, that whole group, they definitely earned that win.